I know the dude, the dispensary owner.
Oh, okay.
I've done business with him.
Okay.
Like he would call. I think the last thing I did, I booked Sada Baby for him downtown. But he called me about October. He like, bro, you know what? With you, bro, it was always straight business, man. I give you the money, you make sure the people there, and boom, boom, boom. So, you know, when it comes to weed and all that type of stuff, I shy away from it. Y'all really don't like to deal with it because it's not approved on the Fed side. But a lot of stuff I'm reading, and some of it I still really, I'm kind of like, it's missing some pieces. I can't see him. I can't see Big U shooting a kid in the face that once lived in his house, right? Over a diss song.
As we all know, the Rolling 60s RICO indictment is currently unfolding, and things are only getting crazier by the day. Superseding indictments are on the way, and more details emerge every day. The bigger picture is starting to come into focus, but after consuming all of the recent breakdowns, the actual indictment, and revisiting some of my old content over a year ago on Big U, kind of talking about this subject now, I have to ask the question, is Wack100 in the Piru RICO indictment next?
I took Loose 13 months ago. Prior to me taking Loose, did you know who Loose Cannon was?
Yeah.
Right? I took Loose and set him on the side of me. When the light hit me, I made sure it hit him.
Yeah, I don't think I was that familiar with him before.
Yeah, right.
You
So,
brought him on the pod.
I didn't do it because I did a contract with you, right? I did it because I genuinely wanted to help you. So you didn't have to come up with some fake shit. Bro, if you say, yo, you want to go handle your business, because we've all seen this before. If you've seen this more than me, right? What is there now, it's a motherfucker to see it. You said?
So basically, though, they both was admitting that they were saying police shit.
600 wasn't saying police shit. Because
he was trying to contradict it. He was trying to say
600 was reporting what was on the internet. That wasn't on the internet.
That's his own personal story that he lived.
I know how to protect my team. How did it get to the internet? I made sure it went to the proper stages of getting into the internet. I ran a clubhouse room. I played snippets, had my media team tape it, clip it, send it to YouTube, and I sent you 600. Now you can talk about it.
So it sounded like you was playing in the streets and you got involved with some flu flammers, and the flu flammers realized that you was using your business to cover up your illegalities, and they said, hey, give me some of that. And you got upset and got shook down, and then you went and told, but you was really committing crime, which led to you being shook down in the first place. But you finna tell, and I was like, well, I'm committing crime, but they're committing bigger crimes, so let's get into that.
Now, before anyone jumps the gun, let's lay out the facts. Wack has openly acknowledged his close connection to Dale Monsta Morrison, the key witness in the Rolling 60s indictment. That alone is a massive red flag. If Wack had any conversation with Morrison that was even remotely incriminating, you can bet it was on a wiretap. The feds are done with this LA extortion thing. I know Wack has commented on this and said that he's only done promotion with music with him, but again, you never know. That's just the beginning, because if you actually read through the paperwork, Wack100 is described as holding an equal leadership role to Big U, but for the Bloods. Now, if you understand federal terminology, that wording isn't just for decoration. That's the kind of language that signals an actual investigation is happening behind the scenes.
And what else happened? Oh, man, he told us to give him this. I'm like, oh, so now the troll is on. I'm going to paint the narrative.
Right.
Oh, you know why he told him? He beat all y'all. He took half of that and still made y'all to cut up with that. Right? So I'm just going to pump it. I'm going to troll it and rock with it. But, bro, nobody believes that a motherfucker just went and robbed somebody. And then the person that y'all robbed comes to the safe house where you guys are counting up what you just took from him.
Yeah. Strange.
Nobody brings the victim back to the spot where he could call the police.
Right.
Or some other dudes. Hey, bro, the dudes that robbed me is over here. They just brought me to the spot. You rob them and then say, pull up over here. Who calls the victim of who you robbed and tells them to come to where you at?
Right.
So when you telling these stories, I'm in my mind, I'm like, this nigga crazy.
But are you thinking like this is kind of fucking my credibility up if he's lying about all this stuff?
No, because it's him.
Right.
The only thing I did tell him, I said, hey, bro, this FaceTime shit, I told him this. If you don't have it, you better put in some work doing some other shit to try to get people's mind, because remember, he told us February 14th, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks come, I'm like, bro, where it's at? Say you got it. Where it's at?
But you're saying the reality show is holding on to it now.
Well, no, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, okay.
He's saying
Big U and the Rolling 60s are being hit with RICO charges, and Wack100 is named as his Piru counterpart in official documents. That means federal agencies are probably already watching him, and the reason they haven't moved yet is because they're still collecting information. And here's another thing that doesn't sit right with me. Where is Wack getting all this inside information from before it even happens? Now, we know he has close ties to former law enforcement figures like Reggie Wright Jr., but even that doesn't fully explain how he's able to predict federal moves with such accuracy. It's crazy. It's like a T2 Terminator. He's just that plugged in, or is there something more to it? Then there's another strange moment that raised eyebrows. Wack was caught on camera telling Adam 22 that he takes notes on conversations he has with people. Now, let's break that down. What kind of person makes a habit of documenting every interaction they have? That just doesn't sit right with me, and it raises serious questions about whether those notes could ever end up in the hands of the Alphabet Boys.
But, Adam, the day, a couple weeks ago, when I came in talking about Brick got ambushed and Brick called you and I got loose on the phone. That day, when Brick started saying, what? I had my kid. You had your kid too. And I'm like, what is he talking about? He like, yeah, I had my kid too. Right? So I'm looking at the phone now. The story you gave me in 600 was totally different. That's the day. And I hope my phone comes on because I'll show you something. One thing I like to do is my thoughts, I'll go on my phone and leave notes. Because when you close it out, it times and dates it. So if I can show you a note that's showing you my thoughts after I see something, it lets you know where I was, right? So sitting back, just listening to it all and following it all, it was like, it been a game being played that didn't even have to be played. You know how, like, when you do shit for people, you do it because you want to do it. We all old enough and been in the game long enough to know, do what you want to do, because if it goes bad, know you can live with what you've done for that person.
Honestly, at this point, I don't think it's a question on if Wack100 is being investigated. I think it's a question of when the hammer drops, because his connections to Dale Morrison, his name in the paperwork, his pattern of knowing way too much before it happens, and much more, the feds must be listening to every phone call he makes. This case is evolving every day, and I'm talking about the Rolling 60s case, and I guarantee you it's not over yet. If the feds are already knee-deep with the 60s, it wouldn't be a surprise to see them shift focus to the Bloods next, especially with Wack's name floating all around federal documents. That can never be a good thing when your name is all in federal documents as a counterpart to the man that they are investigating currently. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is Wack100 just a master strategist, which at one point I believed? Or is he playing a dangerous game with the feds? Either way, it's a dangerous game. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because I'm gonna keep covering every single major development in the case, and also just thoughts on it. Trust me, you don't wanna miss what happens next. It's your boy Misguided Media, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.